This POV tutorial is going to be focusing on how to keep a nice sharp corner, a nice mid-drop fade. I was out of focus when I was doing the 1.5 with the grain, but thankfully I got the camera back into focus when we started fading. So we're going to jump right into that. Comments and feedback, leave it down below, guys. Thanks for watching the tutorial. I'm going to set the guideline in right here a little bit low because I'm going to need space to fade up so that way I can keep that corner dark, right? So look, here we are. The clipper all the way closed. We're not gonna give it a very prominent drop or anything like that, right? We just want something that's gonna complement the shape of his head. The clipper all the way closed. And we're just gonna make sure that this right here So now here I've got the half guard closed, and then I'm gonna make sure that I spread this out a good bit. I wanna make sure that I don't, just wanna make sure that I don't really like push this too close to the bottom bald line. I wanna make sure that it has a decent amount of spread, because the more that this is spread out, the blurrier that the fade is gonna be. You're gonna give yourself some space to have that transition here, right? So let's just make sure that this line is parallel all the way around. And at least, I mean, I like to give it an inch, man. If I have enough space on the head, I like to give it at least an inch so I can fade this thing out. Cool. So now, look, line 1, line 2, now let's connect these two. We're gonna fade them out. At the very bottom, remember we started here all the way closed, right? So I could just start chipping away here at that very bottom line with it all the way closed. And then as I work my way higher and higher, every time I move just a little bit higher, I can go ahead and move my notch a little bit more open and open. All right, we're gonna do this all the way around the head, guys, so y'all don't miss nothing. Yep, ain't complained once yet. I just put him on Toom, about to put him on mine. He's all over my Instagram. He don't even have Instagram on his phone. Right, Kenra?
No, I don't even have it on my phone, no.
Facts.
What happened?
You said that you put it on your story. All your followers could see it too. But yeah, he ain't even active like that. Look, guys, closed all the way. Again, let's hit this again, right? We got the clipper closed at the bottom. So I'm just breaking through that line here. I'm gonna go one more notch open, which means I'm gonna go one more little millimeter higher in this fade, right? I'm gonna open one more notch and I'm gonna break through that line and go just a little bit higher. One more notch, go a little bit higher. But the key is I'm not gonna break through that line that I put in with that half guard. If I break through that line, then, you know, I'm kind of getting rid of the whole spread. I'm defeating the purpose of setting in that half line. So this is coloring within the lines, man. Now that I made it all the way open, I'm gonna go ahead and close the lever again, and we'll just do a little bit of lever play. I wanna make sure that this is gradient as possible. Keep this real gradient, real smooth. Make sure you knock out all the dark spots. We'll hit this again. Look, close all the way at the bottom. Breaking through the line. One notch open means I'm moving up a little bit. One more notch open means I'm moving a little bit more up, but I'm still not touching that line. So yeah, you guys get the point, man. The higher you are in the fade, the more open your lever is. The lower you are in the fade, the more closed your lever is. Just pay attention to the gradients, man. Like barbering, you're just playing with colors all day. Right, I'm going from darker to lighter. How can I blend all this in together? So, that bottom panel faded out. Now I want to connect the wavelength on top to down here. So I'm gonna take this 1.5 here, right, with the lever open. I'm gonna start with pressure at the bottom, but then I'm gonna lighten my way up. Lighten my way as I go up. So y'all can see how easily too these guards are just like feeding through the hair. You know, we made sure to design these with nice sharp teeth and enough space in between the teeth also, so that way you could really feed through. So look, that's that 1.5 open. I'm gonna go ahead and close the lever and just hit the top with the grain just to make sure that all those hairs are caught. But But you can see how that just smoothened out that transition. The smoother that I can get this transition, the smoother that it's gonna be for me to fade and connect all these different pieces together. All right, so 1.5 open is done, the debulking is done, and I'm just polishing the with the grain cut. Again, here. Now, if his hair's a lot longer, the one that you're cutting, if the hair's a lot longer, you know, you could do this with a 2, you could do this with a 3, just depending on the situation. Remember, guys, memorize the system, not the steps. Memorize the process, not the steps. Sometimes you have to adapt and switch things up. So now remember, we already did all this with the lever open. I'm gonna close it now because now I'm gonna continue gradually working my way down. Now remember I was talking about fading, you know, like working with colors, right? And memorizing the process, not necessarily the steps. This area already grows lighter. So that's why I didn't hit it with the 1.5 closed. I'm just gonna leave that alone because that's already the color shade that I need. Right, does that make sense? Let me know in the comments if it doesn't. So here we are. Back down, close. Cutting and combing all the way through. And again, look, as we approach this next area, I'm gonna stop with the 1.5 close right here because that area is already the color shade that I need. I can leave that alone. If I were to go through that with the 1.5 close, I'd probably make it too light. It would kind of get rid of that like mid-low fade look appearance that I'm going for. So 1.5 is done, okay? So the next lowest length is gonna be the 1. Here we are with the 1 open. One halfway, and 1 close. And it's cool, man, like with how precise these guards cut, you can see, man, it's almost blended, right? It really didn't take that much effort. I like to hit it down with the grain too because it really just keeps everything nice and smooth. All right, running back. 1 open. And remember, we're at the 1 open because we already did the 1.5 open and close. All right, so here's the 1 open, and now we are here 1 close, right? And you can see like the line is slowly fading away. Slowly fading away. Like honestly, to the public eye, you probably could leave the cut right there and it would be done. But obviously we're trying to shoot for something better than that, right? We're trying to keep our business, you know, at a point where we just have a reputation just for giving every client the most precise, most consistent cut we can. You know, every single customer that you bring in the door, man, you really got to look at them for what they're worth annually. Annual customer value is such a huge concept that we push really, really heavy in our mentorship program. You know, we got guys, a group of guys there, 1,000 members, that we all just study different business techniques, man, and methods, ways to approach your business. And one of them is ACV. Like if you think about Publix, the grocery store, by the way, same thing with the half open, then half closed. We're gonna keep working down. You think about Publix, the grocery store, like the reason why it's such a pleasure to shop there and people spend a lot more money there voluntarily versus like a Walmart is that they train their employees to look at their customers for what they're worth over the year. So, you know, let's say you have a customer that comes, you know, I mean, you could do the math, like whatever, you know, think about how often your customers come and what your average ticket is. Let's say it's $1,000. Bro, you better treat that customer like they are coming in the door handing you that $1,000 right then and there. So you can keep their continued business and keep nurturing that relationship, you know, like, you really got to think about that, man. Y'all see how this is just fading together real nice? We'll do just a little bit of lever play after this, but honestly, very soon we're gonna be able to jump right into the lineup. Look, half open. Open, here's the guard halfway. And here's the guard all the way closed. You guys are gonna notice too, man, I got a link in the description of this video. We have a free group that not only me, but all of our educators from Tomb 45. We all post our tutorials and we organize them there to have in that classroom for you guys. So even if you're not really interested in a mentorship like that and like you're happy with how your business is going, if you want to gather tutorials, man, from me, from Beam, from Jordan, Nate, and you know, a couple other guys, man, we organize them all. So make sure that you check out the link in the description that says the free Tomb 45 school. There's a lot of crazy value in there. And when you see there too, you're actually gonna see one of the first things in there is we give you guys a free gift, man. It's a tracking sheet to really help you like understand your business, understand your numbers. But you get that for free, man. You don't even have to be in the mentorship to have that. So this is just a lever play. A little bit of lever play right here. I'm just cornering out, making sure that I catch all the little dark spots. No, we're looking at April. We got delayed. I mean, who knows how long we're gonna be delayed? We may be delayed more. You know, cause just the permits. I mean, you know all about that.
Yeah.
The permits are slowing us down, and even for the video, you know, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, I'm gonna be managing the new location for Headlines. We're opening up in it's supposed to be March. It's not gonna be March. Now we're looking at April. You know, we'll see if there's any more delays with it, but. Yeah, bro, it's just those permits are slowing us down a bit. But it's all good. Honestly, like the more time that it delays, the more time I have to prepare. Guys, when we do his edge up, man, we definitely like to find a good balance of enhancements that look pretty natural. So I'm gonna use the Zoom 45 pencil. You know, this is the one that has both the beige and the white pencil wax on there. And, you know, essentially the reason why we put both colors on there is just so it could cover a wide variety of skin tones. You know, darker skin, you're gonna use the beige. You know, whiter skin, you're gonna have the white pencil. And for like Latinos, you know, anywhere in between, you can kind of blend the two colors together. Right, so look, I'm gonna go ahead and make my first incision with the edge right here at this corner. Okay, pick up a little bit of wax. Now the thing is that I like doing this because I don't have to, you know, efficiency in mind, right? Both efficiency and I like the look better. So if I can apply the pencil, edge him up, and spread the pencil, those 3 steps all in one, right, that's crazy efficiency. And it looks so much more natural in my opinion, rather than drawing a fat line on somebody's head, you know? I'm a big fan of this. You can see by the time that you work here with the trimmer, by the time that you're done working on that, that just pops together real nice, you know? All right, let's move the other side. The way that I like to approach these front lineups too is, you know, you can see, for example, this corner is lighter than this corner. So I'm gonna keep that in mind, right? if I make my first incision right here up in the very front, just to clip the widow's peak, just enough to have a nice balanced start to the hair, to the edge up. Then I could follow that. I could follow the curvature. I could follow the curvature of his head to work my way right up here to match that corner. And again, like I said, doing this method, it lets you trim, apply a thin layer of pencil, and spread it out all in one. That's why I'm such a fan of lining up like this. So that half of the lineup is done. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up over here. Turn your head all the way this way. And now the mission is to do the same thing, guys. I'm gonna pick up right back in the middle. I would say so. Yeah, I don't like to have my trimmers too. Cause did you see I was using them on a baby yesterday?
Put them on baby?
Yeah. The one that you were, where your kid was crying? That same one? I'm getting rid of the beard, just line up the chin and the such. Y'all see what I'm talking about here with the trimmers, man? Like, they're set. They don't pull no hair on the neck. Y'all know it could be dangerous, man, running the trimmers through this area of the neck, especially over the Adam's apple, but there's no bite, there's no pull, there's no irritation, and it gives a crispy line. You know, there's not many trimmers on the market that do all those all at once, man. I can't say there's any, so these hit, man. I love these. And this right here, guys, the way that I started the fade is what makes this step so easy. I started with the clipper all the way closed. So when I come here at the bottom, the balled out with the trimmer is just below the length that the clipper closed is, right? So if I like fading down and I like a nice easy transition, this is the way to do it, man. Start with that clipper closed, and then that trimmer at the very bottom is gonna just blur everything out. You know, there's no difficulty to it right now, because we set ourselves up for a real nice kill shot here with this. Look, we're gonna go ahead and put these trimmers to the test right here too. Now, do I love this trimmer blade? Yes. Do I want to protect it from not dulling out and not having to get replacements in the future? Yes. So I may still end up using like a detachable or something, just so I don't have to use and abuse these all the way. But for the sake of testing and being able to give you guys real feedback on this machine, man, I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to mow through that. So now that we got this Turkish razor out, guys, I don't know if you guys have ever used this. You see how slim this is? There's no cartridge to it. You literally just snap the blade and you put it right in. You know, I like these. You know, they may be intimidating to a newer barber. Honestly, man, like the precision that I could get with these are fire. I think I'm gonna have all these linked. My discount codes in the description too. So any kind of supplies y'all need, man. Look, man, so for enhancements, guys, I'm gonna put my card right up here to the corner. Now you can see it's crispy already. We're not cheating, we're not, you know, we ain't doing nothing crazy. But we can absolutely apply some enhancements, man, and darken this thing up. Yeah, because, I mean, if you want cheese, just take off the pepperoni. Yeah. Yo, the romantic music playing as I record this finished cut is crazy.
It's nuts.
That's because we in love with that fade, boy.